On the 36th day, you attempt an escape. I had long ago accepted the fact that you will be mendacious and violent simply because it is human nature to fight for your freedom. You are a warrior. You are a survivor. You may not fight me every step of the way, but you are choosing your battles wisely. You are also waiting, trying to wait me out, and all the while looking for weak points in the situation and in me. But I am the better hunter, the better predator. I am a patient woman, a greedy woman, a selfish woman. If I want to win, I will win. You are fighting for your freedom, but I am fighting to keep you. I forgive you. But we have relapsed back to day one since the incident. I am not disappointed. I am motivated. We were doing so well. We would do well again. We had moved forward by leaps and bounds. By this point, your rewards are plentiful. You have some mood swings where you lay in bed, absolutely desolate for a short period of time. Some days you are pacing the length of your chain. You have stopped screaming or trying to call out to anyone shortly after the second week. It was during one of your last mood swings into sadness. You had accepted that the only way to get a response is non-verbally. On other days, you are pestering me non-stop with your sign language and asking questions that you know I won't answer. Your questions are all over the place. You ask where you are. You ask if anyone has called about you, if the police are looking for you. You ask why, if I can go and get things for you from your home, if you can have a newspaper, if I have your phone, if we can go for a walk. You ask if anyone knows that you're missing. You ask what I'll do if the police come. You ask why. You ask what the date is. You ask how long you've been here. You ask if you can go upstairs. You ask why. You always come back to why. If you're in one of those moods, I simply ignore it. Some days you will stop, and other days you won't. When that happens, I simply remove myself from the vicinity. I am loath to do it, but there needs to be repercussions for your negative behavior. I have only had to leave twice in order for you to catch on and cease asking questions. I see the questions in your eyes, even if you don't ask them. I give you information when I feel the desire to, not when you ask for it. On the 20th day, I bring down a television and a remote. It is heavily restricted with parental controls and has a set timer to turn off after an hour and 5 minutes. I can turn it on for you while I am there, and I do, but it will turn off once I leave after an hour. You eventually realize that the television turns off on its own after I leave and won't turn back on until I come down the following day. At the beginning, I sit down and turn the television on and pat the floor beside me. You sit and watch television with me for 4 nights in a row like that. We don't speak much aside from you offering me some of your chocolate or a piece of your tangerine. I come down with popcorn for the nights that I sit beside you. I place the bowl between us and smile encouragingly. I ask you if there are things that you want or need. You say you don't want anything. I am persistent and tell you that you can ask me and I would do whatever it is that I could if it was a reasonable request. Over the next 2 weeks, you will ask me tentatively for a few things. You ask me for a facial moisturizer. You ask for scrambled eggs in the morning. You ask for a trash bin in the bathroom. You ask for a pen and a notebook for a diary. You ask for books. It makes me happy that you are letting me take care of your wants. After this, you are happy to get to eat the popcorn with me. After this, you are happy to eat the popcorn with me. I gradually move the bowl from in between us to in front of us. Our knees touch and you don't move away. You also get up and turn off the television when the show's credits roll. The next night, I move to the bed and watch television from there. I take the popcorn with me, but even with that as bait, it's not quite enough. You stay on the floor and watch the show, but you fidget. I simply wait and continue to sit there from that point on when I come downstairs in the evenings. You eventually move closer until you are finally next to me on the mattress and sitting with your back against the wall like me. By the end of the first month, you are living with your bed fully made with clean sheets and pillowcases. You have clothes to wear, you have books to read. I give you a large book of fairy tales and another of Greek myths. We have moved to actual meals with paper plates and cheap plastic cutlery. New food and a variation of meals has added a light to your eyes. By the 33rd day, you have fallen asleep against me in the bed during the show. The popcorn in your lap, your hair tickling my nose. I don't move after the show ends and remain for an extra 30 minutes after the television turns off, listening to you breathe. It was moments like this I had enjoyed even without your knowledge, your warmth and softness pressing into me, feeling your breath skate across my skin as you are at rest, watching your eyelashes flutter ever so slightly as you dream of things I am not privy to. I hate how I cannot see what you dream of, that I cannot be a part of them with you. You are in my dreams. It seems somewhat unfair. Do you dream of me? Comfort is possible in exchange for obedience. The length of your chain will expand and you will be given access to other things. We have not had to take a step back. I feel we've hit a breakthrough when you lay down and have an arm across me while we watch television after dinner. I watched the show with you with my arm around you and my thumb idly stroking back and forth against your arm. On the evening of the 36th day, I am laying with you and your head is against my chest, as I am leaning back against the wall and we are watching television. You are laying with your arm resting on its own hip instead of across me tonight. Your body is more tilted toward the television tonight. I can still feel your warmth. I enjoy your company. A minute or so before the show is about to end, you throw your arm over me haphazardly. For a moment, I don't notice, but I feel it. There is something in your sleeve. You're moving before I have a chance to stop you. At first, I am confused. You link your fingers with the far belt loop of my jeans and use it to pull yourself over to me in one movement. Then you are straddling my knees and throwing up both hands and you strike. I feel pain bloom outward from the lower left side of my abdomen. Everything happens very quickly after that. You are trying to reach into the pockets of my jeans. I grab your hands and grapple with you. I push you away from me, lifting my legs and throwing you off of me. You hit the ground and roll. The chain tangles around you and I'm moving to my feet before I stop and look down. Sticking out from where you struck me is a toothbrush. You stabbed me with a toothbrush. I reached down, pulling it out in one smooth movement. The handle has been filed down to a very sharp point. You stabbed me. Oh, well, hello, Rose. I told you it'd ramp up kind of quickly. Well, I guess not kind of quickly. It did ramp up, though. Who knew that the listener was going to fight back and end up stabbing me? Oh, you're lucky that you're all so adorable. Anyways, I sure hope you enjoyed because this was extremely fun for me to make. And I know it's a bit on the shorter side, but honestly, I think the rest of the series will make up for that. Also, I did accidentally get the number of parts wrong. I think it's actually, excuse me, I think it's actually 9 instead of 10. I think I miscalculated, miscounted how many parts there were. Because this is part 7 and I only have 2 parts left to record. So, yeah, no, that was a miscount on my part. Um, but it's 9 parts instead of 10. I'm so sorry. But that does not mean that there will be any less drama. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and thank my patrons, Eco Terrorist Thought, Crazy Cat, Fultus, Demetrios1610, Mr. Midnight, Aaron, and Picrew1001. Thank you so much. You guys are actually amazing. All of you are. I love all of you so very much. And speaking of Patreon, for those who want to join my Patreon, there's a link in my description and one in my bio. And if that's not your cup of tea, that's perfectly fine. It's totally optional. And if you just share it with one person, that would make my day. So thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Mwah. See you later.